KUGAN CASSIUS IFLTV here in Birmingham. Delighted to be joined by big Frazer Clarke. I think you should change that big title.
Yeah,
It's a bit boring, isn't it? Big Frazer Clarke.
I'm a boring person, mate, so there we go.
What about fantastic Frazer
I
Clarke?
didn't name myself Big Fraser. Everyone else, Big Fraser, Big Fraser. It's just go
I
with the
think you
flow.
could come up with something a little bit more like imaginative.
I'm just not me, mate.
Drop it in the comments.
Just not. Yeah, there'll be some right names going in there, mate, let me tell you.
What's happening with you right now?
I'm just waiting for a date, mate. Looking like the end of September. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that and get back out there and see what happens with the British title. There's a few names in the pot at the minute as to who could fight Jamie TKV for it, so let's hope I'm considered.
Somebody who you've beaten that is quite hot right now, is here somewhere, is Dave Allen.
Yeah, he's a hot commodity.
Right now he is, and you obviously hold that win that you have over him. If the opportunity presented itself for a rematch to that, would you turn that down or would you look at that?
I mean, again, you know how it goes. We'd always look at the numbers, but I don't really see the point, if I'm honest. I mean, it wasn't a particularly hard fight for me, and listen, I know he's having his moment and he's doing well, and he beat Johnny, but I'm looking. Obviously, I've had my defeat, my comeback. I'm trying to look that way. I feel like it's a step backwards. You know what I mean? Let
me reword the question. If the money was right.
Yeah, if the money was right, I might fight anyone. Yeah, of course. That's fucking hell.
Yeah, I just wondered, it's just because obviously Dave's in this like purple patch right now, who he could fight next, etc. But I know, obviously, where Dave's had a loss to you, then.
You know what? The thing is with Dave, I'm happy for him in terms of he's got a family, he's sort of like looking after his family, and seems to have his head a bit more screwed on now. But in terms of me fighting him, it's just not much interest because if he wants to keep his purple patch, he shouldn't fight me because without being like, as long as I've got an hole in my arse, he's not going to beat me, and that's what I think in my head. So you know, I think he said himself he's got his levels, and I'm not saying I'm levels and levels above, but I personally think he's never beaten me.
Let me ask your opinion about Waldie and Hooney. Obviously, we saw a dramatic fight unfold where Waldie was quite clearly like down quite considerably on the scorecards and just in everyone's eyes, pulls it out the bag in that round. I mean, what did you make of that?
Well, I was watching the fight with my missus and she said, "Oh my God, he's getting what?" I called it. I said he's going to get beat. I said he's going to knock him out. He's like, "What do you mean? Look at him. He looks like he can't even stand up." I said, "I know, but I could see Justice Hooney getting more confident and just making little mistakes." And people have said to me a few times, "Oh, Fabio got lucky." I mean, how many times can someone get lucky? I don't think at this point. I don't think it's luck. I think he's a good puncher, and you know he seems to pull it out of the bag when he needs to. So you can only give him credit for that, really. Yeah, I think he did fantastic. Fair play to him.
I mean, listen, we know he can punch. He's obviously got the stoppage knockout over everyone. You're the only person in any of his fights that has stopped that in the first fight that you had. The British Deontay Wilder is what Fabio's being tagged as at the moment.
Yeah, it might be a little bit much. But as saying that, what can't speak, can't lie. If you look at the paper and look at what he's done, he seems to be knocking everyone out that's in front of him. So. You know, I think where does he go now? I think there's some big steps for him to take. Some real good fighters that he's going to have to fight. But at this point, do you bet against him? He's doing really well.
Frazer Clarke, thank you very much for your time. And when you've got fight news, I'm sure we'll catch up again soon.
Hopefully, mate. Hopefully soon.